Hello, everybody. It's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, here for day 8 of the 12 days of Christmas tags. How are you today, my friends? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay, guys, I had come on live yesterday evening and had let you know that today's tutorial would be a pre-recorded video, so here I am. I hope you guys are ready to see the project that I have in store for you because I really like this one. It might be one of my favorites. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it turns out, okay? All right, let's get started. So I am going to be using the Sophisticated Sled Stampin' Die Bundle, and I'm using the Greetings of the Season dies. I'm actually going to use this tag right here for the base of our project, okay? And this tag is actually inspired by this last weekend's December sampler that I did with my gals just this Saturday. We did a kind of winter wonderland meets Tiffany's theme, and it was so much fun and everybody absolutely loved it. And so I've kind of brought that over to our Christmas tags. So if you love the basic white and pool party color combination with a little bit of silver accent, I think you're gonna love this tag. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. I have already my pool party tag die cut from the Greetings of the Season dies. I have the sled frame die cut out of silver foil, and all of these dies you'll find in this bundle here, okay? I've got the sled body and the handle already done in basic white, and the die on this is super cool because it also embosses it's not really embossing, it's actually die cutting texture and lines in the wood grain, so that's really cool. And then I have a basic white and a pool party sprig, also from the sled bundle. I've got a pair of ice skates in basic white, the blades in silver, and the laces in pool party. All right, let's see what we have here. Okay, the first thing that I want to do is I'm gonna go ahead and assemble my sled here because I want it to be put together and out of the way so I don't lose any of those little pieces, right? Okay, the way that I'm gluing mine, and it's entirely up to you how you want to do this, but no, here's your warning that foil sheets are really persnickety when it comes to adhesives. If you get adhesive in a spot that you don't want it to be, it's really hard to get off, and even then it leaves a smudge. It's ugly, and it's not right. So if you're going to use liquid glue, be really careful, or actually any of the adhesives that you plan to use, just be really careful applying it, okay? You know, of course, we don't want to forfeit the idea of using the silver foil because it may be a little more challenging, but we just need to be careful with the glue, okay? So I'm being very sparing with the glue here. And then I'm going to put a little dot of glue right here in the centers of those 3 bars, okay? And what that's going to do is It's going to take care of all of the parts that need to be attached. All right, now then, I want to kind of line up this crossbar with the crossbar here. And so we're going to go somewhere like this. Okay, and then give it a nice gentle press. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue right here on the back of my handle. Just like so. Okay, notice I'm being really careful with that glue. If it rubs onto my hand, I'm rubbing it off before I move my hand because I definitely don't want that to get on the front. Okay, there we go. Now then, I'm going to put a touch of glue right there in the center of the handle. And I'm going to put my first sprig down right there. And then a little touch of glue again. And I'm going to offset this sprig just a tiny bit. Okay, really just a teeny tiny bit, because I just want to be able to see both of the sprigs all the way through. Okay. So there we go. All right, now then for the skates, the blades are really easy to do because they are literally exactly the same as the bottom of the boot. So when you add your little bit of adhesive here, you can just line this up right with the edge and it matches perfectly. Okay, so you can see that. All right, now we'll do the same thing to this one. Okay, I'll be really careful. I'm getting a little bit of glue on my fingers, so I'm just going to be wary of that and try not to touch. There we go. Try not to touch the front of the blade with a glued finger. All right, now then, a light alignment right there. Okay, let me push that up just a touch more. There we are. All right, and now our boots are done. The next thing we want to do are the laces. Now, you may or may not have troubles with where the laces go. If you're trying to figure out where they line up, I'm going to show you how I do it, okay? I don't know if this is the right way, the only way, or whatever. It doesn't matter. If it looks good and you like it, that is what matters, okay? But I take mine and I'm going to line the edge of my laces with the edge of the boot, and you can see a little bump right there at the top of the toe. That lines up perfectly with that lace. Okay, now I don't know if everybody does theirs the same way, but that's how I do mine. Okay, and then I'm going to be very careful with my glue. There we are. Just like that. And that is beautiful. Okay, there's one. And then two. There we go. Okay, now then, My boots are gonna kind of go like this, all right? So I'm gonna put one down directly onto the sled, and then I'm gonna put the other one on dimensionals. And actually, just as I say that, let me see how I would feel about doing both of them on dimensionals. Let's just try it out and see, shall we? Worst case scenario, I can glue the other one down and use this one as the pop-up. But let's just see how it might look if we did both of them popped up. Okay, so here's the one. And then the other one, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. Okay, we're gonna do double dimension because it's a tag, why not, right? All right, so let me just use this one to gauge right about where I want this one to go. Something like that, okay. We'll pull the backs off of our dimensionals here. And then again, just kind of look and see right about there, I think. Very nice. And then this one will go right about here. Okay. So I can use a little dimensional on the toe. And let me make sure that one's not showing through. Hold on. Hold on now. That one's showing a little. Come on. There we go. That's better. And then we're going to layer it up so that we have 2 layers of dimensional. Okay. So we'll do like that. And then let's see where we can attach the other. Maybe 1 dimensional right here. Okay. And then, yep, that's going to be good. And then 2 dimensionals right here on the back corner. Okay. Like so. All right, so I have 1 dimensional at the top, 2 dimensionals on each side of the bottom, because this one is already attached with a layer of dimensionals and the top of the boot is going to be overlapping this one. So that makes 2 layers of dimension for the top, and then each of those have their own layer of dimension as well. Okay, so that is what we're gonna do. Now, I want to see like that, and I think I may try to pull this one off and move it just slightly. Come on, dimensional, just a little, just a little. There we go. Okay. Now then, it wasn't really centered the way I want it to be centered, so you guys know me. Gotta be persnickety, don't I? All right. Now then, I can put it like that. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. There we go. All right, now I want to do something to my tag here. And we kind of did this technique the other day with the snowman tag. If you guys remember doing that really subtle little background, this is a white layer that we did brushed on Pool Party around the edges, and we stamped it in white craft ink. Do you remember? Okay, today we're going to do the same kind of technique, except that we're going to stamp the white craft ink directly onto Pool Party cardstock. And I've brought both of the pieces back out here so that you can compare and look at the difference between the two different pieces and technique, okay? All right, I need my craft ink, and I'm using the triple snowflake stamp from the Sophisticated Sled stamp set. I'm going to move this one out of the way for just a minute, and I'm going to bring in my Pierce mat with scrap paper because we're using a photopolymer stamp. Okay, and all I'm going to do for this one is just stamp the craft ink directly onto the tag, and as you can see, it's just a nice little subtle look. Okay, now I'm gonna try to be quick about this and stamp it all over here because I don't want us to take too long and we want to finish up our tag, right? So let me just do one more right there. Okay, and I feel like that little spot right there just needs a little something. Okay, there we go. Now, let me close this up right quick. While I have my Pierce mat out, I want to try to use this sentiment, Let It Snow, okay? So I think I want to grab a piece of basic white cardstock here. This is just a little 1/2-inch strip. And Pool Party is a really pretty color, but it's really, really light. So I'm going to try Lost Lagoon, and we'll see how that looks, okay? I'm going to give myself a little space on the end because I don't know what I want to do with this label just yet. All right, I don't know if I'm going to keep it square, if I'm going to cut it at angles or cut the whole sentiment out. I'm really not sure yet what I want to do. Or if I even want to use it, actually. All right, now then, let me put my sled onto this piece. So before I do that, let me just show you again so that you can compare. This is Pool Party cardstock with the white craft ink stamped directly on it. And this one is white cardstock with the white craft ink stamped on it and then the Pool Party brushed over the top so that it's kind of like a resist right there. Okay, so you can kind of see the difference between the two styles there. All right, and I think it is absolutely fantastic. I love it. All right, now then, do I want to do like straight up and down? No, that's boring. I want to take my sled just a little bit to the side, like so. And I'm definitely going to put it on dimensionals because, hello. All right. So we'll put one right here in the middle of our little, this thingy, you know, the frame, the arm, the handlebar, that's it. The thing I'm trying to say. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then we'll just put dimensionals behind our little spots on the sled. Okay, so kind of line up the dimensionals so that they're hidden by the panels of the sled. Okay, one more right there. And well, I don't really need that one to be so far down. Let me grab a half one or a partial one. That'll work. right there. Okay, and then it'll go just like that. So I'm really liking that. Okay. Now I know last night on my little live with you guys, I let you know that I would be making up last night's tag for you. So tomorrow evening, I plan to be live in person, and we'll be doing 2 tags, so we'll be able to make up for yesterday's missed tag, okay? Because I really want you guys to still be able to have all of your tag designs on Friday, because oh my gosh, Christmas is like next week, right? You guys are going to need your tags. Okay, there we go. All right. So now I have my sled on the tag. I'm really liking how this looks. You've got the whole back side to write your to and from and whatever little sentiment you want. I'm going to also put a little rhinestone, I think, right there in the middle of the sprigs. So let me put that, maybe a bigger one. Oh, come here. Oh, that's good. That's good. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. Nice. And then we're going to use the silver sparkly ribbon. This is a 2-pack. It's the gold and silver 1/8-inch trim combo pack. Okay, this is an online exclusive, I believe, but you can find it on my website, and it's really pretty. It adds just the right amount of sparkle. Okay, you guys know I don't necessarily measure. I measure with my heart. So I don't know what the actual length of the ribbon is, but you can make it however long or short you want. I'm going to tie this one into a little knot here, so that way we've got a loop. And like I've done before, I'll keep it kind of loose, so that way if I need to untie it to put it around a bag handle or something like that, I will be able to, okay? All right, now let me see here. I also kind of want to put a little bow right there. So I'm going to grab my white twine right quick, and we'll put that on there, okay? All right, the Baker's Twine Essentials pack is absolutely fabulous because you've got all these different colors that you can use, and we're going to use the white one here. And I'm going to tie it into a little bow right here around that ribbon. So it'll be a cute little bow here. And it'll hold that ribbon in place just a little bit better too. Okay. I love the sparkle of that ribbon. It's so pretty. All right, there we go. Okay, and there. All right, now if you put your finger in the center of the knot, you can pull on the tails to cinch up your ribbon a little bit. I don't know if you knew that, but that is a handy little tip for making nice bows. Okay, there we are. I'm trying to get that one down just a little bit. There we go. Okay, let me cut my twine right there. All right, so we've got our little bow. I like that. All right. Very pretty. And now we have to decide if we're going to do the Let It Snow. Okay, and I think what I may want to do is just snip it and snip it. All right, so I think that could be very cute. All right. Of course, I'm going to use dimensionals because why not? And I'll put those on there. Okay. Now I'm going to hold this up because this one's going to be a little tricky to line up, simply because the sled is tilted at a little bit of an angle and the tag is straight up and down. So we want to just kind of get a good look straight on and make sure that we've got our sentiment either that way or that way. What do we want to do? I think we want to angle our sentiment, so we'll let it match. We'll let it match the sled. There we go. Oh, I love it. That is so stinking cute. Okay, there you go. Now, if you are of the mindset that all Christmas stuff must sparkle, then you can add a little bit of Wink of Stella. And I would just put it in like little dots on the sprigs, you know, just little spots there. Okay. Just like that. And then when it dries, it's beautiful, fabulous. Okay. Now, of course, this is something you don't have to do if you don't like a lot of sparkle, and you know, try as I might to hate Wink of Stella because it is the kind of glitter that doesn't always stay put. And even after it's dry, it can still kind of rub off, but there's no denying how beautiful that sparkle is, so I'll put up with it. Okay, guys, there you have it. I hope that you have enjoyed today's tag. Make sure you tune in tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the days 9 and 10 of the 12 days of Christmas tags 2024, right? Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here with me this evening. I hope you enjoyed the project, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, my friends, bye for now.